Katie, we do have a traffic alert for drivers who take I-70 in Missouri. Take a live look. This is I-70 at 18th Street. The westbound lanes are completely blocked right now because of a crash. You can see all of the emergency crews all the way around the corner as you're approaching the Benton curve here. But take a look. So as you're coming towards us, that's going to be the westbound direction, like you're heading towards downtown Kansas City. Completely blocked at this point. We've seen drivers getting rerouted around. Eastbound, you're doing okay if you were heading, out of Kansas City, but right now if you're heading westbound, you're going to want to find an alternate route. Not sure how long I-70 at 18th is going to be shut down. All right, looking forward to that. Thanks, Katie. I don't have great news for drivers who take I-70 into downtown Kansas City. So I-70 on the Missouri side, westbound. I'm going to zoom in and show you guys what we are dealing with right now. Westbound at 18th Street is completely blocked. They are rerouting drivers, so you will be able to take I-70 eventually, but we are seeing backups right now. Here's just an example of some of the drive times. If you take I-70 westbound right now, you're running close to 30 minutes. Yesterday, I drove Nolan to downtown Kansas City in 8 minutes. So that's close to a 20-minute drive time delay right now. So please, if you can, find an alternate route or build in extra time. Let your boss know you're going to be running a few minutes late, because right now there's no word on when I-70 westbound Missouri side is going to reopen. Do want to remind folks out there, we do have a major traffic alert for drivers I-70 Missouri side. Take a look at this tweet sent out by MoDOT. This is when the crash first occurred about 20 minutes ago. This is I-70 Missouri side westbound at 23rd Street. If you take a look underneath the bridge, you'll notice there's two vehicles that were involved in this crash, and you can even see one of them overturned right there. Now let's take a live look at the scene right now. We can tell you that I-70 23rd Street still shut down if you're heading westbound. Cars are being rerouted, as you can see, but this does not look like it's getting opened up anytime soon. We have seen slowdowns of at least 20 minutes right now. So if you travel on I-70 westbound on the Missouri side, you are going to want to find an alternate route or give your boss a heads up you're going to be late to the office. 8:16 on your Friday. We do have a traffic alert for drivers who take I-70 westbound on the Missouri side. This is a live look. I-70 at 23rd Street. You'll notice MoDOT crews have completely blocked off the interstate, forcing drivers to exit. And we've been watching as several of them get back on at the 18th Street entrance there. Here's a live look. You can still see crews working the scene of a multi-vehicle crash. The details that we know are two vehicles were involved in this. You can still see one of the cars is completely overturned. It's zoomed out so you can't see it very well. I have just retweeted a tweet that MoDOT shared where you can really see that car overturned. No word yet on injuries, but if you do take I-70 westbound on the Missouri side, you do need to find an alternate route or plan ahead. Right now, delays are about 20 minutes. Not to be the bearer of bad news, but we are dealing with quite the traffic delay on I-70 inbound as you're heading into downtown Kansas City from the Missouri side. Just to remind you of the details if you haven't been watching us this morning, I-70 westbound at 23rd Street currently closed. You see MoDOT still on scene forcing all drivers to exit the interstate. That's because a little bit farther off camera, there was a two-vehicle crash just underneath the 23rd Street bridge. One of those vehicles still overturned. Right now, no word about any injuries, but we are seeing quite the delay on I-70 westbound because of this. Cable Dahmer Arena to downtown running you 29 minutes. That's close to a 20-minute, 15-minute or so drive time delay. So again, build in that extra time. Give your boss the heads up you're going to be running late this morning. We did send out an alert not too long ago, so hopefully everyone's aware of this issue on the roadways, but just wanted to give you that reminder as well. Donna, I want to share this image with all of y'all from MoDOT. They tweeted out the image of right when this crash happened on I-70 at 23rd Street. This is the same crash we've been talking about for the last hour nearly. You can see underneath this 23rd Street bridge, I-70 westbound, Missouri side, you can notice the car completely flipped over. They are still dealing with the aftermath of that crash. Haven't heard any updates as far as accidents go. Want to give a quick update though of how things are looking elsewhere in the metro. Talking about that I-70 situation. Everything else, though, is just going to be a stalled vehicle, which is good news if you were elsewhere, because right now, this is it. This is the only slowdown we are dealing with. You're still running about 20 minutes or so of a drive time delay if you're traveling I-70 westbound. I will once again ask, if you take this route to work, try to find an alternate route. Give your boss the heads up you're going to be running late today. Have a lot of water with you, because it's definitely going to be a hot one as things heat up today. 8:47, want to take a live look this morning. I-70 23rd Street. We've been talking about this for an hour. You guys already know what I'm going to say. I-70 at 23rd Street, Missouri side, still closed as crews try to clear that scene of a two-vehicle crash. where you still have at least one car overturned. So right now, that is the only area where we're seeing slowdowns on our Friday morning I-70 westbound as you were heading into downtown Kansas City, running you between 15-20 minutes or so of a drive time delay. Here is the good news. Everywhere else in the metro looking really good. No other crashes, no other stalled vehicles really, just this I-70 situation. All we're really dealing with, Donna.
Well, we probably should, as